Hi, I'm Rich Millener, Team Principal of M Sport Ford World Rally Team, and I'm going to give you a walk around of this car behind me, which is the 2024 Ford Puma Hybrid Rally1, which we'll be using in the World Championship this year. And this is the first reveal here at Autosport Show of our new livery. For those of you that know rallying ins and outs, it's got some throwbacks to old Ford liveries in the blue and white stripes here, but with a mix of the new patterns and the big Red Bull logos that we have as partners on here as well. So I think it looks really smart. Like I say, it's a Ford Puma. It's prepared for Monte Carlo, is the first event. We're in gravel spec at the moment here, as you can see, with the 15-inch gravel tyres. It's about 550 horsepower, this car. So it's got a combustion engine, 1600 turbo, producing about 450 horsepower. And we have a hybrid battery hidden underneath here at the back, which produces an additional 100 horsepower, which we get to use in short bursts. Huge rear spoiler to give maximum downforce at top speed of about 190 kilometers an hour usually. So the aero is huge, everything from the wing mirrors to the rear spoiler. And we have extra cooling on these cars. There's no aircon or anything like that in these. So we have cooling for the crew through the roof vent here as the main way. And then these vents on the side, actually, we'll have a look in the boot shortly. These go down and feed the cooling system for the hybrid unit. Obviously a battery gets hot as a stage goes by, so that air from the side of the car is cooling the battery. As you can see inside, there's not so many creature comforts. It's very stripped out for maximum performance. So all we have in here really is two seats. We have roll cage, gear stick, so it's a sequential box, but not a paddle shift, sequential lever. So only need the clutch really to pull away. And next to it is a handbrake. So both these levers are very close to the driver, so they're everything in reach. And we've got the steering wheel. So this is a genuine Fanatec steering wheel, same one that people can buy for their home simulators. But we use this on the Rally1 car. This is where we have all the settings for engine, ECU, hybrid settings, lights, indicators, all that kind of stuff. We have camera here facing back at the crew. That's a high-speed camera the FIA uses. So if there's an accident, they can slow that footage right down to have a look what happened to the crew to try and improve the safety as we go forward. So there's a lot in the front of the car, but nothing that we don't need. And the vents I mentioned on the outside of the car, you can see they come into these big side vents here and into this back unit, which is where there's a fan, and the coolant for the hybrid system goes through this area. Also, where we've got the spare wheel, at the moment we've only got one spare wheel in here. You can get two in there. A good team can change a spare wheel in about 90 seconds. So from getting out of the car, jacking it up, changing the wheel, putting it back in, getting back in the car in 90 seconds. So that's the benchmark. It's pretty quick when you actually think about it, but it's something they train for, because if they lose the amount of time in the stage, obviously you're losing positions. So that is a very quick overview of the current Rally1 regulations and the current Rally1 cars. They're exciting to work on, they're very different, they're interesting, but they look great, and hopefully we can get some fantastic results in the WRC during 2024 with this great looking Puma.